Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I was quickly. You caught me dipping there. I haven't really smelt these. I just did these variations last night. This is. So this is for a customer. There are 3 versions, and they have their names written on them. So these are for keeping.
Yeah.
It's very odd. They're almost all the same materials, but then they've just got a few things that vary. But yeah, so this is
they
someone.
All smell very different.
Yeah. This is somebody who wanted a variation on his original fragrance that he made here, and I would make him a bottle once a year for Christmas, and then he decided he needed to move on and he would like something a bit different, so that's what I was working on yesterday. I'm so happy. I feel like
What's it made with?
Okay, yeah. Well, there's a sort of a fairly gentle chypre base in there. So we have a little bit of oak moss and a bergamot. And
what does chypre mean?
Oh, so oak moss, I would say, is an essential part of a chypre fragrance. French for the word cypress, possibly the old word for oak. Modern chypres don't necessarily have to have oak moss in, but I sort of think that they ought to. Oak moss or vermoss. They've got this very grounded, back of a wardrobe kind of a feel to them, which people often call musky, but that's not what musk smells like. I'm not helping. But because they have bergamot in them, they tend to have patchouli in them, and then they have some kind of a resin. So this one actually doesn't have patchouli in it. So maybe it can't be one, but it does have lavender and coumarin and tonka, so it could be classed as a fougere, fern fragrance. So, but it's got a quite traditional base here, but also woods, a little bit geranium, lavender. Said that. 2 versions have Virginia and cedar. 2 versions have vetiver. A couple of musks, 3 musks. I can count. So then I will adjust, and dreamwood. So that's a standard wood base.
I mean, it's a
dreamwood base.
Nobody asked, but for me, it's the sea.
Yeah, and what that has that the others don't is hay absolute.
Oh, interesting. Doesn't smell more hay.
No, because it's a very small amount, but
Actually smells less hay to me.
And I don't know if it picks up the colour against my vintage.
Lift them up. Okay, that's too high. There we go.
But C is the darkest.
Yeah.
Not by far.
You can see.
Good. Yeah. And it's the hay that did it.
Yeah, lovely. Big
so
fan.
those good, thank you. Those are going off for him to decide which he would like.
How lovely.
Yeah.
I'm certain that this chamomile tea that I've got isn't chamomile.
Did you pick it out of a box? And did it say chamomile on the thing?
On the box, yeah.
That's chamomile.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ask a perfumer.
that's useful. Yeah.
So you'd like to smell? Well, what I was going to say. Just so there's variations on hell. I feel that I have done more this year in terms of cracking on and making perfumes than most of last year. Last year was spent correcting or working on many variations of very few things. And this year I've been able to crack on and do some things because people have said, I want this, that's what it's. And it's not, obviously, quantity over quality is not what I'm looking for, but to be able to have sat down and I've kind of built myself this space, which I have to tidy today because I've got people in tomorrow doing a workshop, but it makes me feel happy sitting here and doing these.
Yeah. Well, you're an artist in a studio.
I just like surrounding myself with my things.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally that's why you run this business.
It kind of is that, and so I can write things down with fountain pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you like to smell more? We've got two things. We've got more work in progress because since I saw you last, and you said, "I know what you're doing. You're working on. I'm saving hell till last."
Yeah.
And so the next thing I did, I think the point at which you left the building, I went, right, let's do some hell.
To explain to everyone, you're making a trilogy of perfumes.
Yes.
Heaven, Earth and Hell.
Yes, the working titles, that's the...
And
yeah.
Could they ideally will be able to be layered together?
Yes. And the humankind really, during the course of our everyday lives, we tend to bounce about a little bit too much, I think, from if I call it the heaven state, which is the la 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 la, I don't want to think about anything unpleasant, of which we have to do a lot these days because there's so much out there, to the, well, I'm just going to keep going and get on with it and eat, sleep, repeat, Russell's Chicken, and I've got 2 books just arrived by Bertrand Russell, so I've got on a deep dive down Bertrand Russell's philosophies, and I realised the only bit of maths I really enjoyed at university was set theory, and that was him.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So yes, Russell's paradox is all about how if something is a member of a certain set of things that don't belong to any other sets, then it itself is part of a set. So, but that can't possibly exist because it's only a member of, it's something that can't belong to a set. Anyway.
Got you.
It's, yeah. Good. Russell's Chicken, just keep going, assuming everything's going to continue the way it always has been. Get things done, go to work, have the weekend off maybe, go to work. Daily life, a grounded daily life perfume, nothing wrong with that. And then there's the hell is more like we never actually stop work. It's somebody's got to take responsibility, somebody's got to keep stuff on track. If it's going wrong, we're going to be the people who have to step in and fix it. All the responsibility is on. That's hell. But they're the really cool people. They get all the good stuff, but they never stop work. So that's what I'm on. So I was saving hell for best because I think that's sort of the space I occupy. If you run a little business, you can sort of potter along doing a little bit of, well, this thing, get the orders, get them out, get the orders in, get them out, lovely, get the orders in, get them out. But then every now and again you have to go, okay, this needs doing.
Yeah.
Nobody else is going to make the decision, you have to do it yourself. So it's all about life, based on management theory.
Gosh. Well, I'm very excited to smell this.
Management theory also.
Let's see if I get any of this. What we should have done is I should have blind smelled these. Well. And then I could have gone, this smells quite a lot like management theory.
It's a very particular management corner of management theory, I've got to say. Yeah. It would be mine. Borrowed from a man called Joseph. But it's really more to do with novels that I read.
Yeah.
So there are two parts to this. I've made two very different accords.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 3 versions of one and 4 versions of the other. So I'll just go with the first one. Oh, I can't wait. I just get the new scent strips. Sorry, Arthur. And this is based on what we talked about last time. It needs a couple of seconds before it mellows down after a short space of time.
Blackcurrant blood, absolute blackcurrant blood.
Yeah, I like the way you called it blackcurrant blood.
Yeah, that was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll call it now. The blood of blackcurrant.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow.
So we were talking about how the blackcurrant didn't smell quite so cat pissy.
It's very blackcurranty, this.
It is, but if you put it, I think, with the vanilla, like you said, then it doesn't come out quite as sharply. But bear in mind, this is just one of the planets. This is one of the accords. It's quite complex for me.
Wow, yeah.
But then there's another part of hell. Sorry.
So these are accords that are going to go into the same, or are they? Or
yeah. So what I'm going to do with these is take these. There's quite green because of the blackcurrant. You take these, blend them with each other, and also what I haven't tried them out with is different clouds yet.
Yeah, right. So these are
these are kind of full on. These are the sauce. What they are.
You need to explain what you just said.
Yes.
People who don't.
Okay, so if we were to consider perfumery as cooking, in my view, and that of many other people as well, you can have certain materials which are low slope of psychophysical function, which means that they're quite gentle, they tend to last quite a long time. If you put twice as much in, they don't smell twice as strongly, they just last twice as long, they might project a bit further. So they're really useful materials for they kind of space out the more intense things as well. And I imagine them like being the bread around your sandwich, the pasta, the rice, the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
All of which are very, very lovely by themselves.
Yeah.
But you'd usually add features to them like a slice of cheese or, a sauce.
Yeah.
So when I say these are the sauce, this is like if you have your plate of pasta and you put some sauce on it, then that makes the whole thing much more palatable. It also lasts longer and it forms a complete meal. If you just have the sauce, it's too much, too intense. You don't get the best out of it. It doesn't sort of open up the flavours.
Yeah.
So what I've done here is made 2 different parts of a sauce. So imagine a balti. What you got here is a few of the little pots. We haven't added the rice yet. So I'm not... and you would put different amounts of different sauce on your plate. Plus your naan bread. So that's where I am at the moment, is consider these as sort of little sauce pots. So I'm just going to work on which ones go better with each other and whether or not it needs a whole other, level of spice. But you put a tiny little bit of extra spice in one of those things and it can completely knock out the blend or perfect it. So that's why it still needs a bit of work. But so 2 of them together, I do feel they kind of have a lot of depth, but also one of them was sort of codenamed "Pull Your Socks Up." It's just like, come on, crack on with it, get on.
They do smell industrious. Yes,
industrious rather than industrial.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm making a note. Yes, industrious. So there's quite a lot going on there. But yeah, the one Hell 4, 5, 6, and 7 variations. Some things I've put some things in. I mean, there's Hell 5 has cardamom. No, doesn't have cardamom. Hell 6 doesn't have black tea. Certain things I put in, certain things I've left out. But they've all got cognac. Because I just like to think of the demons saying, but job well done. And the more fruity one, the raspberry, and because I've dug out the last bit of raspberry leaf absolute that I have, the one that I can't get anymore, and the blackcurrant bud, just a little, the Papua New Guinea vanilla, brown sugar, tobacco, and that last one had that bois d'encens, the incense and cedar. Oh, it looks lovely in the light. What I haven't done yet is gone back and redone earth with the Attar Mitti in it, but the Attar Mitti is here, waiting to be here somewhere, waiting to be put in.
Yes.
So I got it out, and that's what I'll do later. So that's where we've moved to. Yeah, want the Attar Mitti?
Yeah, I shall smell it.
Okay. You can wear some. So while you were not here, I just recorded a couple of films of me speaking to the camera.
Yeah.
With my new fluffy mic. And one of our Patreon people said that she just filled out in the background of you going, Like, she imagines her own Arthur reactions.
Mind Arthur.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's happened.
Yeah, great. So
I have work. I have a lot of work to do on this, because sometimes I just know exactly what I want to do and I just put it all in. It just works out. And this one, I'm almost afeared of doing that. I mean, I might do it. I might just do one and go, let's see if that just works. Just sling it all out there. But I suspect I'm going to do it a little bit more the way that I did the Waft from the Loft.
Yeah.
Which was 5 different parts and then combine all the different versions. So we ended up with a lot.
Yeah. Very good. Really, really nice. I'm excited to keep smelling progress.
Good. So that was part 1, which is progress. And the things I've been working on. There is a part 2, which is all about
booze.
Should we do that separately?